Hello and welcome. This is Mike. I'm back in RealmCraft VR. We're having a try at getting some sea pickles and some various coral because I want to pick those up and work on my new boating stroke fishing lake that was at the end of that tunnel that I built recently. The underwater minecart track. I've been working a bit over there at the other end, but I do need some illumination for the under lake. Sea pickles are the best thing, as you can see these things down here, if anyone doesn't know, and some of this coral, because some of this coral can look really nice. So I thought I'd give that a go. So, yep, we're just over at my pillager outpost base that I found a while back, and we shall dive, get some of this stuff, like I say, pickles and corals, and then take it back to the lake and set some of that out, which I'm working on. Okay, here we go. This can be a bit tricky. We don't have underwater breathing in RealmCraft VR just yet. But it's possible. You got to keep an eye on your oxygen and come up for air every minute or so. But here we go. And of course, you get attacked as well, which doesn't make life any easier. Right, we'll grab... I think we get some of that coral first, because if you take all the sea pickles, you can't actually see what you're doing, so... Let's dive down and get some of this coral. I've already been down and got some, so... Oh. Helps to use the right tool. Yeah, see, you have to be so careful with this, with your oxygen. Let that. Yeah, the latest update to RealmCraft VR introduced fishing, amongst other things. And it's really good. I will show you a little bit of that later. But yeah, that coral stuff and the pickles all rise to the surface eventually, so you don't have to be too picky about picking them up there and then, because they will come up, and you just use the boat and go around and grab them all. Right. Yeah, it's very food intensive doing this. It doesn't help it's quite deep as well, but we'll get there. Right, our health. Yeah, I've not posted for about a week or so. You may know that I had issues with my throat after that cold, and my voice was a bit ropey, and I felt a bit ropey, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time out. So I'm 99% now, which is good. Right. Doesn't help getting zombies down here as well, because that wastes your time down here. If you're careful, it can be done. You just got to be so careful. So easy to forget and change the right tool as well. That was close. More zombies. It's not the most efficient way of getting stuff, but it's worth it in the end. I've already kitted out half the lake with sea pickles. I know you can use glowstone blocks, but they don't give the same effect, to be honest. Alright. I think there's some zombies down here. Take these out first, quick. Right. Pick the right tool this time. Slow going, this process, but like I say, it's worth it in the end. Just don't forget to pick up your stuff when it eventually arrives. I do try and pick it up quite quick in case it all despawns. Which would be a bit sad. Yeah, so we've got these corals so far. Dead tube coral block. Dead brain coral. Dead horn coral. Dead bubble coral. Dead fire coral. And 62 sea pickles. But like I say, I did do a little bit before I started recording, so... I can hear zombies. Alright, what we got? Let's have a look. If you do this, always make sure that you land before you start trying to mine the blocks or the sea pickles. Only because if you're floating, the mining is so much slower. Again, in case anyone doesn't know. So make sure you're grounded, then mine, and it's much quicker. Alright, get some of that purple stuff, and then we can get them pickles, I think. I think some of that coral got stuck, I think. Go back down. Should have brought more food, really. else? A little bit of XP there. Right. Should have brought more food, really. I think what I might do is now I might shoot back down over to the lake now. Put some of these sea pickles down. $64 and $27. Just want to make sure there's none still floating up. No, I think that's about it. Right. I can remember the way back. I think it's this way. Is it this way? No, wrong way. I think. Yeah, see, there's a lot of sea pickles and coral and stuff around here, but I didn't really want to spoil this particular area. That's why I went out a little bit further. Right. I think we'll sleep, and then yeah, I found this while out wandering the other day, and these pillager outposts in RealmCraft VR do look really nice. I've just added some doors and stuff, and made it a little base, really. Where's that skeleton? Right, have I got any food here? Not an awful lot. Right, I think what we're going to do, we're going to rush back I did put I put that up in another portal. But yeah, these outposts look really nice. This is a nice area as well. It's a fair old way from my main base. And this track took some building a few days ago. But it is worth it in the end. I might even fast forward this bit because this takes about 6 minutes, this journey. And then we got another 2 minutes ride to get to the lake. But it's very pretty around here. Little village. Because this track takes us straight through this jungle, past a toppled nether portal, which I've been told is extremely rare. You find a lot of ruined portals, but a toppled one is supposedly quite rare. I've never seen one before. In fact, we might jump out here and have a quick look, I think. Then we can get the minecart back. Yeah, this toppled nether portal. Yeah, you normally find them stood up but broken, but this one appears to have fallen over. But anyway. And this takes us to my jungle outpost, and then on to the main base. This is my jungle outpost. back at base. Now if we jump in this one, that takes us through that new underground tunnel, minecart track that I built in the previous series, and over to our lake, where these sea pickles and coral will help me decorate the place. Did make some changes to the landing area, if you like, the station at this end. I opened it up a little bit because it was all enclosed in the glass, but it didn't need to be when it was above water. So I've opened it up. I've done a bit of work around the park. Still got lots to do, but like I say, these sea pickles and this coral will help cheer the place up a little bit. Excuse me. Yeah, this top bit here was fully encased, but I've taken that down, built a little shack to put the equipment and benches and stuff in. But yeah, I've started a little bit of work. Put some various piers and things up for fishing. A little kiddie roller coaster. Which I often find creatures, mobs, riding. Yeah, and a little shack. Right. What have we got? That can go in there. Nope, it's full up. So is that. So is that. It's the copper. It's copper. Those. Right. Yeah, it's coming along. Fishing is as much fun as I thought it would be. It's very, very cool. But yeah, all along here, I need sea pickles and stuff to brighten up this part of the lake. The further part, I've put some stuff down. But I need to build these walkways and whatnot out a bit further over to there, and just make it a nice pleasant little area. But yeah, the fishing is a lot of fun. But again, terraforming this lake has been quite a chore without water breathing. Oh. You get all kinds of stuff when fishing, all the usual fish and whatnot. Fishing rods, leather, everything you'd expect, even books. But of course, we haven't got enchanting yet in RealmCraft VR, so that'll be something to look forward to when we can land some enchantment books. And you get fishing rods, bows that you can catch. This is just the first iteration of fishing. There are various rumours out there what's coming to fishing. So that'll be looked forward to. You can cast by throwing. I just tend to use the trigger, though. I don't often use the wrist straps on my controllers, so I don't trust myself not to throw the controller across the room. What we got? It's handy for fish, and it's just fun. You can fish in boats, so you can go out onto the lake in a boat and fish. That was a fishing rod, I think, was it? Yeah. Damaged, of course, but... yeah, it's quite a bit of tidying up to do around this side of the lake, this end. I've done some. But once I get those sea pickles down and some light going on, it will look much better. Right, that's enough of that for the minute. Yeah, I think probably what I'll do, I'll probably cut the video here. And then come back probably tomorrow with a second episode where we go out and we put some of these sea pickles down. Maybe a little bit of terraforming. Like I say, I want to build this out and go further to fill this part up. And maybe just around the back end. But yeah, it's going to look much better. And like I mentioned, this tunnel, this originally did come out, and it was all glass all the way to here. It was all built up. But now I've fenced off most of the area, and it's relatively safer than it was as far as mob spawning, although stuff does spawn. Yeah, it's getting there. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Like I say, I'll close this video now, but I'll come back and do another one where we go out and we'll put some sea pickles down, light up the area, or the under lake area, and see what we can do with those corals as well. I've put a little bit over the far end, but I'll show that next time. I only had a couple of pieces of coral at that point. I'm probably going to have to go and get more sea pickles at some point, and more coral, but getting there slowly. Okay, right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye for now.